This is really happening. And I'm going to share with you once again why I believe that XRP and Bitcoin are going to be number one and number two. Now, why would I be saying that on April 7th, 2025, when the markets are in the red, absolutely collapsing? I'm going to give you a completely different, stoic, non emotional perspective. And I would love to hear your feedback down below. But everything I state are things that I'm actually doing. We are non emotional about this because we understand that all that's happening right now is an energy transfer. But let me explain at a very deep level. Okay. We're first going to start with the markets collapsing and why they're collapsing. I'm going to share with you what I believe is happening, and we'll be able to measure that by August or July. So, the thing that has happened, we know that Trump said he was going to make America the crypto capital of the world. That created a huge pump, right? As Trump came in, promises made, promises kept. Then all of a sudden, he comes in with the tariff talk, which panics the market globally. Promises made, promises kept. He comes on April 2nd, and he called it Liberation Day. Now, I want you to think about this for just a moment. Trump could have gone in, he's a businessman, he's not a politician. Very, very different playbook from a politician to a businessman. So he comes in, get a pen and paper out. I want you to write this down and go study this. This is the type of stuff you should understand at a deep level, because this is why we buy the dips. This is why we do the opposite of the 99%. So Trump comes in with a sweeping tariff on every single country, a reciprocal tariff, right? It's actually much lower than most of the tariffs they're putting on us. This causes an absolute visceral, emotional response in the global markets, not just cryptocurrency, the stock market, the global markets. Okay. What you have to understand right now is what's happening now is that money's flooding out of the market. So go look at a risk pyramid. It's flooding out of. So if you go up the left side of the risk pyramid, high risk, high return, it's flooding down to tier one capital, which is treasuries. So now what he's doing is he's forcing the markets to collapse. Money is flooding into treasuries. Think about that. What will that force Jerome Powell to do? Lower rates. Okay. If the rates don't lower, we are heading into a depression. Okay. You have to get ready for this, guys. This is the key you need to understand. There is zero real money in the system. Everything is debt. Everything is debt. So the very people that are protesting about the stock market and Trump is making us poor and doing all this stuff, he's actually helping the middle class, because by him putting sweeping tariffs on every single country right away caused a shock to the system. It collapsed the markets. People go into tier one capital, which is treasuries, the bonds, right? And what that does is it's going to force Jerome Powell to lower rates. And if he doesn't, we're going to go into a depression.